Wait. Ah! In the great words of Satania's shirt, fuck my ass, these are good. These are the MMX300s. I reviewed the Gen 1. They were the ones that looked like they were carbon fiber. And I fell in love with them. And those were loaned to me by someone, and I had to send them away. And they were the original ones. They were discontinued. They were not available. So immediately I bought the Gen 2s. And I think I made a comment that said, okay, yeah, they're pretty close to as good. And now I've sat here and now I've done a little bit of work to them. I've changed the pads. I stretched the headband out a little bit. And as I'm sitting here in front of you and her with the Argons plugged into the Emotiva, I'm going to talk about some shit that's going to be like, what? Because these actually lack compared to these in certain aspects. And that's it. Review over. Thank you. Download the wallpaper in the description. I'll see you all tomorrow for the sound demo. These are so fucking good that it boggles my mind. They're light. They're sexy, other than the oil prints from my hands being all over them. They ditched the carbon fiber look and just went with like a matte. It's just matte. Now, oh yeah, I know what you're all saying. Zeus, that's a gaming headset. It's got the headphone thingy. It's got the microphone thing that swings around in almost 360 degrees in case you need that. And I'm like, yeah, look, guys, look. Shut the fuck up and listen to me. I don't care that this is a gaming headset. The price tag on this is like $264. And every penny of that is sound. Now, I've said I changed the pads. These are the new Dakoni Choice leather, which is a synthetic leather that, because everyone, you know, there's people who don't want animal skins or whatever. This is nicer than leather because chemicals are wonderful. But yeah, this new Choice leather pads are like the biggest step up in both comfort and sound. Because now that I've gotten rid of the stock pads, which are just standard stock pads, in fact, I don't even know where they are. Like, I think I ripped them off so fucking fast that they may have disintegrated in the air. These are a soft memory foam synthetic leather that just... I need more pairs of them, Dakoni. Hi, Dakoni. Need more pairs so I can try them on everything because they feel amazing. The Brainwaves XL pads are a little bit too big for this. These are specifically designed for Beyerdynamic. These are Beyerdynamic Dakoni Choice leathers. On Beyerdynamic MMX300s. And ignoring the fact that it has a microphone, these are some of the best sounding closebacks you can fucking buy, period. End of days. End of days. It's the end of days. I know when a Beyerdynamic gaming headset is saying that about it. I guess we'll go over it. The Gen 1 had buttons holding this down. This is Gen 2. It is a Velcro-like substance where that's like rough but smooth, and this is smooth, and it's like... So you can replace this. It is very accommodatingly cushioned. You can see the way the wire runs. It just runs across and then back out. So just be careful when you're taking this off. That's how that goes. It's adjustable like a Beyerdynamic. It just comes out and this wiggles inside that little thing. And although it isn't the most quality feeling connection, it's Beyerdynamic. They're German. They're made in Germany. It'll probably hold up for a bit. You get the pads, the things tilt like this, and they wiggle like that, and they go up and down, and they are surprisingly light for their girth. And then fuck all the shit I'm talking about, because just put them on your head, play the Eagles Hotel California Hell Freezes Over live, and when that drum, that kick drum comes in, one point for the Bears. This is going to be a painful review for me because I love the Argons. And now, granted, this is like a 3 or 4-year-old pair now. 3-year-old pair, not balanced, and I know these benefit from a balance. but I'm running them through the amplifiers, and I say is the amplifier. And I don't think these have the upper treble detail or the low end kick that these do. If you're going for just, I want a closed back headphone Zeos that's got soundstage for fucking weeks. And when a kick drum comes, I want it to not sound like it's just a bloated amount of bass. I want it to be fucking solid. And then I want, you know, to be able to pick out details and things. I just don't want it to be just shit closed back that's all bass. And that used to be just the Argons. That was it. You got a 9-week waiting list and you got Argons. And I'm still saying you should get Argons. There's a link in the description to get the Argons. And they're roughly, with the pads and the deerskin thing, they're roughly the same price as this. But these are prime shipped on Amazon, and they weigh less, and they have a couple other issues we got to talk about, like the wire. Motherfucker. But you cannot get for $50 for the pads. Actually, with the pads on this, that's about more than these. That's why it's on the desk. We're comparing. With the pads at $260 plus $50, that's $315. I do math. $315 plus probably need shipping because you got to order them from the Deconi site and not from Amazon because I can't find the pads on Amazon. There's like Head-Fi meets every once in a while. Hi-Fi Guides might start organizing meets in local cities, although I can't be at all of them. And I will bring these motherfuckers every time because no one will believe me. Because everyone's going to be like, Beyerdynamic, you mean the T1s or the T5Ps? Or even the 1770X Goes? No. No. It's got to have this. It's got to have the little racing flag that makes you look like Boba Fett. Look, I'm Boba Fett now. Woo. There's 2 wires it comes with, real quick. It doesn't come with the school lunch sack that has space in it for pencils like the Gen 1 does. It comes with the standard Beyerdynamic case. And I know because I have the Omron Homes there and they had the exact same case. What's in here? What did it come with? There's a little Velcro thing. Oh, here's the microphone cover. I wasn't planning on ever using the microphone cover, or the microphone for that matter, so I just shoved it in there and that's where it stays right there. Beyerdynamic original accessory, number 856 apparently. So that's fine. Here's the other wire. Like I said, it comes with 2 wires. This wire that I have plugged in, 4-pole on this side. This wire that I don't have plugged in is the longer wire. And it splits at the end and goes microphone and 3.5mm, pink and green. So you can plug it into your sound card. Now, because just like the Gen 1, the end of the long one and the short one are 5-pole. 5-pole. That means that you can indeed separate these and put the microphone into your onboard sound card and this into an actual proper high-end DAC combo because the grounds are individualized. If this was a 4-pole, you'd have to worry about them sharing it. Since it's a 5-pole, it's not sharing it. That being said, this wire was really janked and it took about, 5 weeks of hanging it to get it straight. Both wires, unfortunately, come with this box. I'm trying to recommend this as a headphone. A music headphone before gaming. Movie headphone before gaming. Gaming headphone at the same time as gaming. This is an everything headphone. And I need you to know that. However, Beyerdynamic is marketing it as a gaming headphone, which means it comes with this box. And this box is filled with hate because it says Beyerdynamic. It's got a little button here for like taking calls or whatever. It's not to mute because that switch, that's the microphone mute switch. It gets that little red bar when it's muted or unmuted. And then the problem is this fucking volume wheel, which is the shittiest little pot in there that just controls your volume. That's all this does. So I fixed that on this because I kept wondering why I had to keep turning my gain up. Why? Because these headphones aren't that hard to drive because I'm not used to playing with gaming headphones. So of course, blue tack, or in this case, gray tack. I just shoved a nice little wad of it over there. So just, you get this stuff for posters. Link in the description. I use it on everything. All my equipment is stuck together so nothing slides. That DAC is literally attached to the thing. And you just take a little piece of it and you raise your volume all the way, make sure it's up all the way, and just go Bloop. Never fucking move again, you motherfucker. And then we're done. It's a very angry review, but because I need you to know. So here's the problem. 5 poles. Which means you can't just get another headphone plug and just plug it on in there and it'll work. Because all of these are very close together. And the ones that go for ground for the mic and the one that goes to ground for the headphone are all in weird fucking spots. Which means you're stuck with this wire. You're going to spend $310. $315. You need these pads. You need these pads. And if you have Beyerdynamics, by the way, any Beyerdynamic, I would say throw the money at these pads and see what they're like. And if you don't like them, return them and then say Zeos is a fucking dick. And I don't care. You need to keep the 5-pole unless you're like me. Hi, I'm Zeos. I have lots of headphones to back me up. I'm going to rip these apart and I'm going to make them internally balanced. I'm going to run a balanced set of Beyerdynamic MMX300s. Kill that dog. Not really, I love dogs, even if they're barky ones. These. These. Holy fuck, these. So, the problems are, you're gonna have a mic. I mean, I could literally just remove this too. I'm considering when I open it up, if I want to go into this, and either just cut this here, or leave it on and hang like a little flag that says Zeos on it, just to fucking play with people's brains while I'm wearing them. Because I almost never use them for gaming. If I change this wire, if I cut this apart, I'd have to install another jack to use the mic, or make it a 4-pole back here, and then put another 3-pole so I could use separate wire. I don't know. The point is, I don't like the wire. The wire itself is actually pretty nice. It's pretty straight. This box is Satan's asshole. Satania, you know all about that. But we're here to talk about, I think they might actually, now that I've broken them in, and now that I've changed the pads and broken in the pads, these might sound better than the Gen 1s, and I fucking loved the Gen 1s. Rah! Rah! They're so delicate when it's quiet, like I have it cranked right now, but on like a delicate song, you could hear just like instruments staging before we get into, like, this is a live set from Jack Reacher, and just hear all the little things going on, little movements, and it's like live performance is usually, oh, that's a loud one. What is this? Oh, it's Mr. Robot soundtrack. Maru Pokoto Rizlard original mix. Oh god, Imagine Dragons. Nah, I mean, they're over-recorded, but... even at that volume, it doesn't bother me. Because the soundstage is so wide. And even though they have more detail, they don't hurt with the detail. It's like, I don't understand. These are a magical pair. These have the magic. A few headphones have the magic. Zeos loves a lot of headphones. But some of them have enough magic that they end up on the wall. And some of them have enough magic that they never end up on the wall. They stay on my desk, so I use them all the time. These would probably be that sort of magic. These are like, I need a closed back headphone, I want bass. If the monoprice retros weren't $30 and they were $300, this would be them. You put these pads on it, you enjoy every lick of sub bass you can get out of a Beyerdynamic ever, and quality, everything else. Vocals, you got. There's like, what even is that instrument playing right now? If I had to say anything beneficial about these being these, the Argons, I'd say the mid-range have a bit more warmth to them. This is still a V-shaped headphone. It is still amazingly great low end and then incredibly accurate highs. And the mids, while not the focus, are there. And I think on these, the mids are the focus. That's the difference. You're looking at almost identically priced headphones. With the mods and the strap and everything, these come out to around $300. With the pads and these, they come out to about $300. And you have to make your decision, your conscious decision. Do you want more warm, buttery mids and require an earthquake to power it, or go a little bit more V-shaped, get incredible low end, a bit wider sounding soundstage, which doesn't even make fucking sense to me, cause argon, and then power them with like almost, I mean, they're not easy to power. Right now I've got the gain on the Geshelli Labs down, so I could use that volume knob a little more freely, and then I have to push this to high gain. So, and I thought it might have just been this box and whatever's going on in here. I won't know till I cut these open and install a standard set of wires. Actually, you want to be real ghetto? You can install the connectors up here, right where these wires come out, and power them individually that way. Actually, no, that wouldn't work, because I'd have to... This one's feeding just that one. This one's still internal. Damn. I wonder if the wire's holding this headphone back, as far as efficiency's sake. Because I don't think they're a high ohm. I don't actually know their ohms. And considering they're a gaming headset, they might not even list the ohms. They say they're lightweight. They said they're optimized. The closed design guarantees absolute undisturbed enjoyment of game and sound combined with high reduced soft replaceable earpads. Blah, 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 blah. It doesn't say. It doesn't say the thing. Couple 1 stars. Amazing sound and comfort. Glorious. Yeah, they are fucking glorious. If you buy these strictly as a gaming headset, you're wasting them. Pull out fucking classical music. Pull out high-res audio. Get a Quoba's goddamn subscription and listen to DSD on them. These are absolutely the opposite end of the spectrum for a lot of headphones that are out there, but yet still has quality. These are like Aeolus's darker twin brother. Aeolus is very narrow and very accurate, and these are just wide yet still accurate and lighter and more comfortable, especially with those pads. I knew this review was coming. I've had them planned for a while, and I wanted to make sure 100% that I was committed to loving these. And Satania Wallpaper, I think, demonstrates better than anyone else could that these are amazing. And now I'm just going to pretend I'm wearing them. I'll just put them on. I don't have to pretend. I'm just going to bend that microphone right against the body of the unit. So look at that. It almost disappears. It's like they're not even a gaming headset anymore. This is a big upset for me because now the Argons actually have competition. And I mean, Argons are handmade. Ryan at Modhouse makes these by hand. And I wonder what he could do if he modded something like these. Like really got in there and tuned them. Could he get those mid-ranges up? He would have to probably quell the low end a little bit, which I would not want. But he could certainly fix this fucking wire for me. Argon babies, I love you. Play me some more music. Not the Beatles. It'll take too long. There's too much of an intro. This is Wardrana. Wardrana? I'd still like to listen to these more right now in this song. Alright. Sound demo's in the description. I think I recorded it a while ago, so I don't know what tracks are on it or how well it did. But fuck me, buddy. That wallpaper description, these description, Argon's description. I'm sure I talked about some other shit while I was here. I might do the cable mod live on stream. I do Twitch stream Wednesdays and Sundays. And this feels like something that if I fucked it up, I want everyone to watch me do it. So check those out. Check out the Hi-Fi Guides forum for any other insightful things. I'm sure there's a post for these already. If there's not, I'll make it. And this way, when you guys get a pair and you get the headphone pads, maybe Deconi might want to stop by and sponsor people on Hi-Fi Guides. Hi, Deconi. Because I know those guys, and I'm like, hey, send me this. So maybe they'll hook everyone up with like a discount code for these pads because you need them. Then you could all discuss on the Hi-Fi Guides forums. My Patreon, which bought the last couple things I reviewed, actually. A couple things here are just like throw money at the problem. So check that out. $5 tier gets you every video early and into the yard sale, which if I were bought something to sell, or if something replaced something else, I would sell it in the yard sale, 1st to the 10th of every month. A bid random amounts. I pay for USA shipping, and I pay for half of international shipping. The $10 tier, which is the behind the scenes tier, they know all about how much I fucking love these. They've known about it for weeks. And now I get to send them this video as soon as it uploads. Before even the Patreon gets it, the $10 patrons get it because it's in Telegram and I don't have to set up a display or anything. So check out the $10 tier. The $30 and higher tiers will have new benefits coming. And I keep saying that because I haven't figured them out entirely, but they're coming, and it's going to be great. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Satania, it'll be great. It'll be great. So that's all for today. Link to the sound demo in the description. And it'll come out live tomorrow, and then there'll be another headphone, and it will not be as good as the MMX300 because I know how good these are now. Like, I know how good these are. And they have put up a very fucking high wall to climb. And that's it for today.